Welcome back, true believers, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video. And I know, I'm sorry, this video came out later than I wanted it to, but I think we all just needed to cool off a bit from what happened from the event yesterday that the Sony Pro event showed for Spider-Man PS4. As you can see, my reaction was very, very enthusiastic on what they showed. And now I just feel like we needed some time to cool off from what they showed because they only showed 30 seconds worth of it. And despite what you think, I've read a lot of your comments in the reaction video I did and the pre-reaction video, or the moment of truth video. I read all your comments. I totally understand how all of you guys are feeling. You feel that Insomniac kind of tricked you guys, that they're not really caring about the marketing of the game, or they're not really caring about the future of this game. But that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I actually believe that the marketing that Insomniac Games is doing right now for Spider-Man PS4 is not only a really smart thing that they are doing, it's brilliant that they are doing this, it's actually a revolutionary idea in the gaming world. So, if you remember when Batman Arkham Knight came out, and kind of like what I've said in the past about that game, where the first trailers for the Arkham games, mainly when you play City, Origins, and Knight, those games' first ever reveal trailers were CG trailers. Because of how Rocksteady was not fully finished to release gameplay at that moment to show a trailer, that's why they had a company, or some of their development team, to make a CG trailer to make the game very pretty and, you know, just get everyone excited for the game and have everyone just go crazy for more Batman goodness and have all the fans excited. And then what they did for Knight, which is what I remember most from that game, is that it felt like we got a trailer every 2 seconds. You know, it wasn't every 2 seconds, but in realistic terms, we got like a trailer for Batman Arkham Knight every 3 months to 4 months. We got like a cinematic trailer, then we got a gameplay demo, then we got another gameplay demo, then we got a little cool gameplay trailer, then we got a story trailer, then we had the final gameplay demo at E3, then we got the launch trailer, and then we got the game. So, that is what I'm assuming all of you wish was happening right now for Spider-Man, and I totally understand that. I wish it was kind of happening too, but if you look at it from a perspective of the developer from Insomniac, especially from Ratchet & Clank, again, when they were dealing with both making the movie and the game at the same time, they were dealing with the studio for the movie and their own game company for the game. And then they had to kind of go with synchronized movements with their company, Rainmaker Studios, for the movie, I think that's their name, and of course their own game developers who are making the game, and they had to make sure that this worked out for the game, and this worked out for the movie, and so on and so forth. This is just, this is like breathtaking what they're doing. And I know it's like, Evan, what the hell are you talking about? All they showed was a 30-second clip of the game, but just think about it. We saw a trailer at E3 less than 2 months ago, and that was a gameplay trailer. They've been working on the game for over a year and a half. It's the biggest team that they've ever had in history to make a game like this in scale for a fully next-generation exclusive game on one console. And the fact that it's a hero that is beloved worldwide, and I am going to say it, the most popular superhero of all time. I know you can debate it's Superman, and statistically and logistically it's still Superman, but to me and to most other people, even across the regions of the earth, like even in the depths of certain other countries, he is the most inspirational and popular superhero in the world, and that is Spider-Man. And the fact that they're keeping so quiet, they're barely showing anything. It's not that the game is like 5 years out, because that's what people keep saying, like, oh, if they're not showing that much, it must be coming out in 2018. No, the reason why the marketing for this game is so amazingly brilliant and revolutionary is because of how they're gaming developers to focus on the game. Not to make it a big, extravagant pony show, to show, like, you got a game, here's a gameplay trailer, here's a demo, here's some other gameplay aspects that you can do in the game, here's a developer talking about it, here's us going over the different elements that you can do in the game, here's the story, here's what the bundle is. No, They are focusing so hard to make this game the best possible Spider-Man game up to date, and I think it will be, because of how, again, even on their Twitter, they're kind of just answering little tiny questions like, will the game be playable on the normal PS4 and the Pro PS4? And yeah, it will be. And that's like the only thing that they're giving, because they know that we are smart fans. We are smart people knowing this, and that we can make up our own opinions of this game, and that's why they just confirm little things related to the console, like unconfirmed things, like, wait, when are we gonna do this? How is it gonna work on the PlayStation? How is it gonna work on the PlayStation Pro? They said, oh, it's gonna work on both. Just to answer fans' questions. With this, they're saying we are going to show it when the time is right. And I'm gonna make another video talking about when I think we were going to see it next, but the time is right every time, because they're making this game the best possible game ever in the history of superhero games. And that's why it's revolutionary in that sense. It's because that Rocksteady, even though those Batman Arkham games are fantastic, they made it look like such an extravagant advertisement. And it was also kind of, even though Batman Arkham Knight has no connections to Batman vs. Superman, and, you know, that movie and the game were a year apart, they still kind of did it the same way as Batman vs. Superman, or Batman vs. Superman did the same way as Arkham Knight, where they showed trailer, trailer, trailer. They advertised the hell out of it. There were so many TV spots, gameplay spots, and it's like, yeah, that's great. It's like, we know the game is coming out already, kind of like how, even in this PlayStation Pro event, we saw more of Horizon Zero Dawn, even though we saw like 3 gameplay demos of it already, because the developers are just trying to make sure that the fans know that this game's out, even though the fans already know that the game's coming out, so there was really no purpose for them to show another gameplay demo of Horizon. With this, everyone knows Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man. And if they're doing the exact thing, which I know they're doing, where it's revolutionary in the sense that you have a game with an extremely popular character, you have developers that are devoted to that character, spending nothing but blood, sweat, and tears making the best possible game up to date for this character, and the reason why we haven't been seeing anything is because they're working on it. It's brilliant in the sense that even when they're not saying anything, they are saying everything. It's all in the thought process of what they are doing. It's like, but Evan, they haven't shown any gameplay, they haven't shown any developer interviews with gameplay in the background, because they're playing the game themselves to test it and to fully perfect its awesomeness and to make sure that we have a fantastic experience. And that's why it's revolutionary, because of how the fans of this character know well enough that we are in good hands from this company. You can see what they have done in the past, and with all their other games, even like Sunset Overdrive and Ratchet & Clank as well, there were trailers and commercials and stuff. That's why they're doing a different approach this time for a character this important. Because if you watch those 2 developer interviews, they say everything that I'm saying right now, basically, in the sense that even though they are saying nothing, like there's no release date, there's no title, they're giving us all the details that we can imagine, and that is why I love what Insomniac is doing, and that's why I think their marketing is genius. Let me know what all your thoughts are in the comment section down below, everybody. Stay tuned for more Spidey fans, and make sure your spider sense keeps tingling.